What up, everybody? It's Peace-Eye. Today I'm going to show you my brand new deck. I took this to locals and I got 3rd place. I was undefeated. So I just wanted to show you guys the deck real quick. I'll call it Synchro Dino Dark deck. I got the idea from 037 Wolf. He's another YouTuber, and I basically combined 2 of his deck ideas, the one combo deck and then his one Dino Dark Synchro deck. So I'm just going to show you guys the profile real quick. Let's start with the main deck. Alright, first is 3 Armageddonite. This is part of your warrior lineup. It starts all your plays. It sends any dark monster from your deck to the graveyard. You can send Destrudo and then Black Rose your opponent's board. You can send Overtex Coatless and start your combos with your Dino engine that way. So, really good card. Dark Grepher, another really good card. You run a lot of high-level dark monsters, so you can special summon it out in the field. You can start your entire combo, but without even using your normal summon. It's actually what I did in the tournament, which is why I was able to really overextend and end up blowing out my opponents. Another big star is Destiny Hero Malicious. This one, basically, you can banish it from your graveyard and special summon another one from your deck. And it's a warrior, and it's a dark, and it's level 6, so it has extreme synergy with the entire deck. Then I run 2 Doppel Warriors. I run it at 2 because it is a Garnet. You don't really want to draw it, but you can and still continue your combo. You are going to get this out of your deck with a Soul Day, but by having 2, if I do hard draw one, I special summon Destrudo or Glow Up Bulb from the graveyard. I can special summon this from my hand, and then I've got another Warrior to summon a Soul Day and special summon the other one out to start the combo. Next is the Dino engine. I run 3 Oviraptor. This either gets Giant Rex to your hand or Overtex Coatless to the grave, and sometimes you even want to search Conductor or your Kaiju to your hand. So it's really versatile, and it's just amazing. It's a level 4, which has a lot of synergy with the other cards. Then I do run 3 Overtex. Overtex is the one that searches the pill, which gets either another Overtex out, which I have done against my Paleo matchup, because negating traps is amazing. I can also get Conductor out with the pill. I only run 2 Conductors. I do have 3, but I only have 2 pills, so I choose to run only 2 Conductors. I feel like it gets cloggy. If I had a heavier Dino engine, then I would know I would have more Dinos in grave, so I would run it at higher, but I only want to see this sometimes. I can special summon it from my deck with pill, so I only run 2. Next, some of the one-of Dinos, Giant Rex. When you banish it, it comes on the field, and it's just really useful for XYZ plays and Synchro plays. The Kaiju, this is searchable. You normal summon Oviraptor or you pendulum summon Oviraptor. You get this to your hand, and then you Kaiju the monster that you're having problems with. Next is the Dragons. I've got 3 Destrudo. People are like, why don't you run 1 Destrudo? This is amazing because if I draw this and Grepher, then that's basically game over. Because I get to special summon Grepher, and then I get to special summon this back. I want to see this in my hand as soon as possible, because I do have a lot of level 7 Synchros in the deck, and I want to get into them as fast as possible. Next is 3 of the Supreme King Dragon Darkworm. This one basically sets up my scales. I can send it to grave with either Foolish Burial or Dragon Shrine, and then bring it back, and then search the Supreme Gate 0 to complete my scale. I'll show you a quick combo if there's time at the end, with what I did with my final opponent in the tournament with that card. Then for some of the one-ofs, Plague Spreader Zombie. This is basically to go into Crystal Wing if I have extra ways to put something in the graveyard, or if I draw one of my Garnets and I really need it in deck. This can put a card from my hand into the deck, which is really useful sometimes. Then I've got Blackwing Zephyros, the Elite. This basically brings a scale back to my hand from my field, so I can activate it and then Pendulum Summon, which is really nice. Some other one-ofs, Jet Synchron. You get this out of your deck with Formula, or yeah, I think it's called Formula Synchron. No, Excel Synchron. You get this out of the deck with Excel Synchron, and that's part of your main combo. And then finally, Glow Up Bulb, one of the best tuners in the game, level 1, and it brings itself back from the graveyard. Next, I played 5 hand traps in the main deck. 3 Effect Veiler. We're budget over here. We don't have any Ashes or any Ghost Huggers or anything, but it's fine because Effect Veiler did a really good job. And actually, I end up normal summoning this because it's a level 1 tuner, and it ended up really pushing me forward. Having extra level 1 tuners is really amazing. For the last 2 hand traps in the main deck, Skullmeister, people sleep on this card, but this is basically able to negate any graveyard effect, and in this day and age, there's so many graveyard effects If you stop someone's graveyard effect in the middle of their play, then it usually shuts them down. I didn't see this as often as I would have if I played 3, but there just wasn't any room. And it is a dark target. Alright, next I've got triple Lure of Darkness. There's so many darks. Those are all the monsters, by the way. I got so many darks that this just really facilitates plays. And I have different dimension reincarnation, which is super convenient. I can banish something that I want to special summon, and then I can special summon it with this, which is really useful. It's just draw power. My next draw power card and final draw power card is Pot of Desires. You play 60, so, I mean, you don't care if you banish 10. I mean, it sucks if you banish your combo pieces, but this is really good. If you do brick, you have a chance to draw into some combo pieces, and then you're not going to want to activate this right away if you do have combo pieces, if you are mid-combo anyway. You wait till your combo is done, and then you banish cards that you don't care about anymore. Next is to the 2 double evolution pills that I have. This card is insane. I mean, I feel if the current meta gets hit enough, Dinos will come on top, and then they might have to answer this or touch Conductor or something. But for now, it's not the actual like top meta, so you get to run 3. Then I only have 1 Fossil Dig. If I had more, I'd run more, but it was nice when I saw this to search Oviraptor or whatever. Then triple Dragon Shrine. I didn't used to run this in my previous build. I used to run Dragon's Ravine, but because this is a hard once per turn. But I noticed that discarding 1 card is terrible, and I don't want to do that, so I just run Dragon Shrine instead. Then for the equip spells for a Soul Day, I run triple Different Dimension Reincarnation, one of the best cards. An extra copy of Monster Reborn, Overdone Burial. You just discard one of your high levels, and then special summon like a level 2 tuner from your graveyard. Really great extender. And then Divine Sword Phoenix Blade. This comes back over and over and over again, which is why you're able to plus really hard during the combo. Then 1 Twin Twisters in the main. I only own 1. I didn't have enough room for the other Mystical Space Typhoons, but I wish I had seen this more. This at 1 sucks because you never see it really when you need it. At 1, it's kind of like a win more button, because when you draw it and you already have your other combo, you end up just setting it and then dealing with whatever stuff that you could have just negated with all your other crap. So it was just you needed it 3 or 0. Then finally, I've got 5 1-ups. Rhoda, this gets your first 6 main cards, the Armageddon Knight and Greffer. 1 for 1 is insane. I've special summoned Effect Veiler off of this, and it basically wins you the game because you get a free level 1 tuner. It's so good. Foolish Burial, obviously. I'm playing 60. Monster Reborn, obviously, it's amazing. You can bring back your combo pieces and your Synchro tuners to make Blazar. And then finally, Soul Charge. Like, if you get any of these, then you're sitting really pretty. I don't run Grass, even though it's 60, because I want to control what cards are in my graveyard. So that's the main deck, 60 cards. I'll do extra deck first, and then I'll explain my side deck. So first, shout out to Kaiba tokens. These come off of Doppel Warrior, and it's insane. For the Link monsters, a Soul Day, she starts everything, and then I got Decode Talker, which is the extender. I move it from one extra monster zone to the other, so I can have my TG Hyper Librarian over here, and then I can have 2 other Synchro monsters over here. And that's how I go into that play. Next, people don't really see this. This is plan B, so if things don't go so well, I'll bring out Baguska and put my opponent's monsters in defense mode and skill drain them, which is really nice. Castel, people usually don't expect this one either. If I've got something that's a problem and I can't draw into my Kaiju, and it can be targeted, I will just put it back in my opponent's deck, which is really nice. Then the rest of the deck is Synchros. You got Cosmic Blazar. This negates basically anything. It ends the battle phase. It negates a summon. Like, it's just insane. Crystal Ring is really easy to make in this deck as well. It just negates monster effects and just runs over anything huge. Black Rose Dragon. I was playing 2 of this, but I ran out of room, and I needed something, at least 1, just so I can blow up people's boards. Ancient Fairy Dragon is really good as well because it lets me special summon a level 1 tuner from my hand and then go into Crystal Wing. Stardust Charge Warrior lets me draw a card. TG Hyper Librarian is like MVP because I draw like 10 cards during my turns with this card. That's really good. Excel Synchron, this sends Jet to grave. Phone on Pulse, because I can't afford Quandax, Crystron Quandax, which lets you sync on your opponent's turn. But this is just as good because you can actually change this one's level, but then you can only sync for one more time that turn. Formula Synchron to draw one card, and then Celestial Double Star Shaman because he brings back Doppel Warrior. And then finally, let's go quickly through the side deck. I probably would make some changes. Lancia is another hand trap that I run because there's so many decks that banish, and then stopping your opponent from banishing is just insane. They basically end their turn if they're playing certain decks. This stops Trickstars really hard if they're trying to do their garbage. Triple Cosmic Cyclone. This is for like True Draco and Pendulum Magicians. I didn't see any of those. I did see Paleo, and these came in clutch for Paleo. Gotta go faster. This is for Effect Negation. Called by the Grave is for when I know I'm going first, as well as D-Barrier. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.